Assalamualaikum and good evening. The Sarawak Governor Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar received a courtesy visit from a delegation from the Prime Minister's Department, Sabah and Sarawak Affairs, led by its Minister Dato Tan Sri Muhammad Sakmud at his official residence here on Monday. The visit served as a platform for an official engagement between the federal government and the Sarawak government with the empowerment of the Malaysia Agreement 1963 MA63 among the key matters discussed. This is in line with ongoing effort to ensure that Sarawak's right and position continue to be safeguarded within the framework of the Malaysian Federation. The meeting, which lasted for more than an hour, also touched on the need for policy coordination between the federal and state governments, particularly to ensure that the implementation of development agendas can be carried out in a structured manner and in accordance with the timelines that have been set. In addition, the session provided an opportunity for the sharing of insights into the roles, responsibilities, and experiences of Tun Pehin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi during his service in various positions at the federal level previously, which contributed to further strengthening bilateral relations. The courtesy visit reflected the continued commitment of both the federal government and the Sarawak government to enhancing strategic cooperation, especially in strengthening the implementation of MA63 and advancing the state's development agenda in the future. Also present was Sarawak Federal Secretary Dato Ahmad Nazri Muhammad Hassan, as well as members of the delegation from the Prime Minister's Department, Sabah and Sarawak Affairs. The Sarawak government's revenue for 2025 has been revised to 13.5 billion ringgit following the closure of the state's government's accounts on 31st December last year. Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari to Dato Abang Openg said the figure is higher than the 13.01 billion ringgit presented earlier during the tabling of the Sarawak Budget 2026 at the Sarawak Legislative Assembly Dun.
Ya, saya dalam bajet dulu saya sebutkan 13.01 bilion revenue, expected revenue untuk tahun 2025. Ya, actual revenue lah. Waktu ya, apabila habis account tutup Disember, ada lagi tambah. Jadi 13.5 billion. Ada tambah.
He said this when speaking to reporters after the launch and official opening of the Free School Bus Program and Smart Classroom Initiative at SJK Chunghua No. 6 here on Monday. Earlier in his speech, the Premier said the increase further strengthened Sarawak's revenue base, enabling the state to better assist the people, particularly school students, by improving access to learning.
Dan kalau Sarawak kucak kacir pasal kecil-kecil punya barang pun jadi besar. Jadi, when it's not stable, you can't do. Even free bus pun you cannot do. Because we are so stable. Jaga Sarawak sendiri. Orang Sarawak mesti jaga Sarawak sendiri. Then we have our own way how to manage Sarawak. So far, so good. We are not depending on other people.
He therefore expressed hope that Sarawak's political landscape will continue to remain stable so that the available revenue can be shared equitably among all the people. Meanwhile, Dato Patinggi Abang Zohari said the Free School Bus Program has been identified as one of the Sarawak's government pilot projects with the potential to reduce traffic congestion, particularly during peak hours in school areas. He said the project was initiated along Jalan Stapok, involving two schools that frequently face traffic problems, namely Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan SJK Chunghua 6 and Sekolah Kebangsaan SK Maung Hilir.
Ini adalah satu projek yang diusahakan bersama dengan wakil rakyat di sini, di mana ia menjadi pioneer dan pilot project. untuk kita mencuba sama ada kita boleh mengurangkan kereta di waktu sekolah. Dan nampaknya mengikut statistik dan juga menggunakan tracking system, jumlah kenderaan yang menggunakan jalan setapak ini, di mana letaknya dua sekolah, itu sekolah Maung dan sekolah Chonghua nombor 6, ada penurunan jumlah kenderaan yang digunakan.
The Sarawak Premier added that student safety has been fully taken into account with tracking system installed in the smart buses, including communication devices that allow interaction between children and their parents. He explained that parents are equipped with technological tools to monitor their children while they are on the school buses, while also helping to reduce transportation costs incurred in sending their children to school. Accordingly, he said the service will continue to be expanded in urban areas, especially around schools that regularly experience traffic congestion. The rehearsal for the Sarawak Premier's Amanat Perdana 2026 theme 9 Glorious Years held at the Borneo Convention Centre Kuching, BC here on Monday proceeded smoothly. The main event is scheduled to take place on Tuesday and is expected to bring together thousands of civil servants as well as key stakeholders from across the states. Sarawak Premier Dato Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato Abang Openg will be the guest of honor, and the event is also expected to be attended by the state's leadership. The rehearsal was conducted to coordinate program flow, technical and protocol arrangements, including the whole layout, audio-visual systems, and the coordination of personnel to ensure the event runs smoothly and in orderly manner. The Sarawak Premier's Amanat Perdana 2026 is expected to serve as an important platform for outlining the direction and reaffirming Sarawak's development agenda for the coming years. The Maxcare Automobile Miri Sarawak dinner was held in a lively atmosphere with the presence of approximately 200 guests, consisting of dignitaries, strategic partners, and special guests. The event organized by Maxcare Automobile was graced by the presence of members of the royal family of Selangor, Tunku Shamsul Bari Al-Haj, Tunku Bendahara Azman Shah Al-Haj, and Tunku Zubaidah Tunku Muhammad. Also present were Deputy Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts and Piasau Assemblyman Dato Sebastian Ting Chu Yu, Miri City Mayor and Pujut Assemblyman Adam Yi Siu Sang, as well as the Director of Maxcare Automobile Service Centre Lai Kon Kian. In an interview with the media, Tunku Shamsul Bari expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to attend the opening ceremony of the Maxcare Automobile Service Centre, which took place in the morning before the dinner. According to him, Miri is now a rapidly developing city and has high potential in attracting global and domestic investments. He also shared that this was his first visit to Miri, having previously visited Kuching more frequently. Commenting on future potential, His Excellency anticipated many investment opportunities in Miri, especially in the automotive sector and other businesses, and did not rule out the possibility of bringing investors from the peninsula to Sarawak in the future. Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Dato Sri Roland Sagah conducted a visit to evaluate the conditions of flood victims at the Sekolah Kebangsaan SK Tanah Putih Temporary Evacuation Centre, PPS, here on Sunday. The visit was carried out on the third day of the flood shortly after receiving information on the opening of the PPS as early as 7:30 a.m. to accommodate residents of Kampung Tanah Putih who were forced to leave their homes due to flooding. According to the Tarat Assemblyman, the visit was aimed at understanding the real situation on the ground as well as ensuring that all flood victims receive appropriate assistance and support, particularly in terms of safety, food supplies, and basic amenities. As of 8 p.m. on Saturday night, a total of 105 heads of household KIR involving 370 victims were moved to the SK Tanah Putih PPS, with monitoring and assistance continuing to be intensified by the authorities and relevant agencies. For the record, Dato Sri Roland Sagah had previously visited several other PPS in the Tarat constituency last Friday and Saturday, reflecting his continued commitment in ensuring that the welfare of the people is always protected when faced with disaster situation. And that's the English edition with me, Fida'iy Hannan. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube. The UKAS Bulletin concludes with coverage of the launch and official opening of the Free School Bus Program and Smart Classroom Initiative at SJK Chunghwa No. 6 in Kuching on Monday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.